From Rixie, this is Debuff, and I'm your host, Steve Skeels.
So is this your house? It's really nice. It's a really nice place. Is that your dog? What's your name? Princess, huh? It's beautiful. You have a beautiful dog. Shut up, man. You're gonna do what? Okay.
Oh shit.
Welcome back to Debuff. Hope you enjoyed that last clip. Good way to start the show. I love those type of things because there's so many of those, like, oh, if a kidnapper did whatever, or what, you know, how I would react or blah blah. But that's like the funniest one I've seen.
It's I don't know why it's so funny. That guy is so funny.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's a guy. I don't know. I don't want to pronoun this person.
Yeah. Well, either way,
This
it's
TikTok
funny.
user is really fucking funny. I've seen a lot of their stuff.
All right. Anyways, that's good. Welcome back, boys. How's everyone doing?
Good.
I'm chilling, man. How are you doing?
I'm living my best life.
Doing
about
pretty
you?
good. A little disappointed by this here Nintendo Direct we just had. Is that a clean way to
Like,
talk about it?
Yeah.
How did we record like right before they announced?
Well, because we record like
I mean,
The
I know
day-
how
yeah.
we did it,
Yeah,
but I'm
but
just saying,
it's-
like
we talked about.
what are the
Zelda's
fucking
35th.
odds that we're like, we're going to talk about this, and then like the next day
Yeah.
they announce something the next day after
Yeah,
that.
I thought it would be this week. Recording on the 22nd today. I thought it would be like this week they would do something, but Nintendo's, and they surprised me in more ways than one.
You're right.
So
Yeah, so it's worth noting that you called Skyward Sword. It was the last thing that you said, and you were like, it could be Skyward Sword. They just have to fix the Wiimote stuff.
yeah. Well, I will
And
say
you were dead on, dude. I'm
I'm
telling
not-
you.
it's-
Like I said, you have to subscribe now.
I mean, there were rumors floating around like months ago about it, and so a lot of people have been saying that was a possibility, and it kind of made sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's cool, I guess. I wonder how the joystick controls are gonna work, but I mean, that's cool. I'm just more like they didn't even mention 35th anniversary. Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
they said that they were like, well, to play in handheld only mode, you got to use the other joystick to control where the sword
Yeah.
is slashing, which I feel like could be kind of annoying.
well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how that's gonna feel.
I don't know. I'll probably still try and play it,
Yeah,
but
I mean, it'd be cool.
I I didn't even think of it as an option when I thought about the 35th anniversary. To be honest with you, I knew the name, but I didn't know anything about it.
Well, I feel like that was one that not many people played because I know it
Was
came
it
with
Wii U?
it was Wii.
no,
but
I
It
mean,
was Wii.
it required the Wii Motion Plus, and I know that they
okay.
packaged it. There was like a bundle you could get with gold like Wiimote that had Motion Plus, but I feel like by the time that came out, I was kind of winding down on like the Wii and stuff because the Wii sold a ton, but like only a handful of people I knew actually continued to buy Wii games till the end of its life.
So my question is, was it after Twilight Princess?
Hmm
Okay. I don't know why I don't know anything about it.
I feel like it's I haven't played
Did
it.
it kind of
but-
go under the...
Yeah, a lot of people I feel like didn't like it because it required you had to use the motion controls to slash the correct direction for
Yeah.
stuff, and
Oh,
people felt like it was gimmicky, I think.
man, I feel like I just accessed like a really deep memory of seeing that ad.
Yeah, I'm sure probably.
That's crazy.
I will say it's supposed to be the first one like canonically in the Zelda timeline, and like how the Master Sword was created. I think they said something about that in the direct, but
Yeah.
that sounds cool. it was just so funny seeing them. We talked about, I mean, Sean, maybe with you too, Mason, before that they're like trying so hard to sell it to all the Breath of the Wild fans. Like, look, there's a stamina bar. You can climb stuff and like
Yeah.
you can float
Oh,
down.
that's right. Yeah.
Like it's just like ideas that we put in Breath of the Wild.
It's like not really.
Yeah.
I mean, they totally did. I completely forgot about that.
Just a bummer they didn't say anything else about Zelda.
I mean, I did feel like I got a little bit. I don't use this word very lightly. Cucked a little bit.
Okay, cucked. Yeah, there you go.
I love the word.
Well, I mean, he's like, "Hey, I'm the creator of Zelda. I'm a
Director of Breath of the Wild.
Director of Breath of the Wild. You thought you'd be seeing some Breath of the Wild 2 information, but I'm sorry, I am Nintendo, and I'm not going to tell you anything."
Yeah. So I saw that there was a tweet. Like a few hours after, it was like images that precede unfortunate events, and it was
It's
just
like that guy.
the frame.
Did you guys watch Dunkey's video on the direct?
Yeah, dude, that was pretty funny.
At the like he's going through, and I mean he always shits on like JRPGs and stuff, which was a lot of it.
He was like,
whatever.
"Oh, Octopath again."
Yeah, his video on Octopath just reamed it.
Traveler.
But fucking at the end when it was like, oh, you were expecting to hear more about Breath of the Wild 2, not gonna happen, and that's like just how he cuts and ends his video.
Yeah.
Like that was so funny because
Dude.
I feel like a lot of people were. Bummed,
I loved his like take, and I feel like you could explain this more to me if you know more about it. But the new choice for Smash Ultimate. Do you know anything about those?
It's a
characters?
Xenoblade
Yeah,
characters,
Xenoblade
right? And
too.
he
Oh,
was
is
right,
it?
and he did that video where he's like, "Yeah, you get women like their pets." in
Yes.
this
I mean,
game."
I was
so
going to say, can you explain that to me? Like,
I
is
mean,
that
yeah,
dead on?
I mean, not really. So there's I haven't played it, to be fair, but I have friends that did, and I thought about it. But anyways, it's the character collects not just women, but they're basically manifestations of like weapons, and the girls that are shown are two of the main ones that you get, and
Yeah.
so they're like characters, but they're also how you get. I think it's the weapons and give you different skills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how it works, but there's like a whole, like, it's like monster collecting mechanic, but they're anime waifus and animals and shit. I guess I don't know entirely, but
Yeah, when he said that, the way that he said it was like, oh, like he seems like he's not joking.
well, if you watch his video on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, he like totally shits on it and acts like it's just like a collecting big boobed anime girls and stuff like that. Which, I mean, that's not like what the game's about. So
yeah, it's
but-
more than that.
But I will say, like, it is funny. I'm not surprised they brought in those characters, but
I feel like they're not picking great Smash Ultimate like add-on characters.
I
just feel like he makes a good point. Like you could have he named a list of characters, and one of them was like Knack, which was funny. But like even that, like I don't know. I just feel like can we get away from the anime characters and maybe try some of the?
let me put
It
this.
just it feels like they've been doing a lot. And now I don't have any ground to stand on because I don't even fucking play the game. But I just I think people would like to see something other than like another anime RPG character.
All I will say is that I understand the sentiment. However, they can only bring in so many like third party. It's harder to get, like, they got Banjo, right? And it's like, okay, well, Banjo originally was on Nintendo consoles.
Yeah.
And they had to go to Microsoft for it. Someone like Cloud, and now they have Sephiroth, which are two Final Fantasy VII characters, if you have not aware, Mason. But
I know the
yeah,
names.
Yeah, but that game came out on PlayStation, and it was funny because there was a whole thing about how like originally it was going to be on Nintendo, but Nintendo didn't want to use discs for their console. Long story short, I feel like they are getting some weird choices for third-party characters, but they're going to have some first-party, and the creator said how he wanted Xenoblade 2 characters in on like the first round of Fighters Pass. I don't know, man. It's hard because you're never going to please anybody.
Yeah, you're right.
But
You're right.
I'm just saying I like a lot of the characters, but when you look at it, there's a significant amount of like JRPG anime style. Like Joker was one of the first ones they had. It was Persona, Final Fantasy character. They got dude from Dragon Quest. They got these guys.
Yeah.
So people are naturally bummed about that. But
I'm naturally bummed.
Let's not talk about Smash so much. Just before we spend like all day talking about the direct, it was a disappointment. But what were your guys' highlights? I feel like I know.
Splatoon 3,
Yeah,
baby.
I was gonna say. I feel like I know for both of you.
So we were actually
Splat Tim 3.
we were actually together when we watched the direct.
Oh, really?
And,
Yeah,
like we were
almost
trying
shit
to
myself,
we were trying to
dude.
sync up our time on our
Okay.
two, and like it was impossible.
We got to listen to it in stereo.
Yeah, it was like sometimes it would be an echo, and then sometimes it was on, and then most of the time it was like a second or two late. I don't know. I haven't played Splatoon 2, so I think Splatoon 3 looks cool. I don't know. I'm trying to remember the list. I haven't watched.
It was
since
Mario
came out.
Tennis is what.
Oh,
Oh, Mario Golf.
Mario Golf.
Mario
Yeah, I
Golf,
was gonna say that
sorry.
was probably your highlight, right?
That is my highlight. And the funniest thing is when we were watching it, I was like, yo, Wario's outfit is dope. And like immediately it was a meme. Like because
Yeah.
he's got this like cowboy hat. He's got like the typical like rich, like oil, like Texan
Yeah.
outfit who goes to golf. It's perfect. I think that's such a great addition. That for me, that's the biggest highlight. Because like I love golf games. I've said that a million
Yeah,
times on this
but
show.
That's hype.
But at the same time, like Mario Golf goes way back, like to I think NES. I think it's on the
That was
No.
Game Boy.
I think-
no. There's a like on the retro console on the Switch Online. I'm pretty sure there's
Okay.
Oh, NES Open Tournament.
it's like there's some golf game.
Did it have Mario in it though?
Is that NES?
NES Open Tournament Golf.
Yeah. And I played
Uh,
it. It's ass. You know, it's not good.
Is Mario in it though?
Mario
yeah,
is
it
in
appears
it.
to be.
Yeah.
It's on
yeah, I
the
did
it's on
not
the
know
virtual
that.
console.
Yeah, I'm not a big sports game guy, so
I just remember
Yeah, Mario Golf was on NES.
an N64.
Well, there was an NES game.
Oh, was it not called?
It's the golf. Yeah, I guess it is this one. The golf. Yeah, it's just it wasn't called Mario Golf. So I digress. Yeah, that's.
I just remember from the N64 days, Mario Tennis was a ton of fun. I remember the first. This is such a weird story.
Tennis or golf?
Tennis. I only remember tennis. To be honest with you, I don't remember playing golf.
You didn't get the Mario Tennis on the Switch game, did you?
Mario Tennis on the Switch. I don't think so. I haven't.
There's
Is
mixed
Mario,
reviews.
is it Mario Aces?
I think.
I think it's what it's called. I have not, but whenever we go to Target, I'm like, I should buy that. But really weird story. The first college party I ever walked into, and when I saw this, I was like, dude, college is fucking tight. There was like 4 like wasted dudes like screaming playing Mario Tennis for N64. I was like,
Not
dude,
surprised.
college is fucking tight. They like Mario Tennis. That game was awesome. I mean, I don't know. So I have like fond memories of like old Mario sports games, and I don't know. I'm excited for that. I think it's gonna be a ton of fun. Speed golf.
Nice.
Come on.
Yeah, that's cool. I guess. I probably won't pick it up. I'll
As
be
long
down
as
to play it
the
with
online's
you.
gonna be shit if they do that, but
We'll see. I get.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
did you have
Uh,
highlights?
Yeah, but I
Direct?
wanted to ask Sean. I mean, we like Splatoon a lot. Did you? I didn't really talk to you about it when they opened up. I was like, dude, is this about to be like
Yeah,
a solo
It looked like
Splatoon?
it looked like Borderlands
Yeah.
Splatoon type.
Which I was
fucking
like,
game.
this could be fucking
yeah,
tight.
and then they're like, oh, it's just Splatoon 3. I'm hoping the story mode.
I think
at
they're
least
gonna
is-
have. I mean, they tried. There was no story mode in 1, right? Story
think
mode
so.
in 2 was like pretty limited.
It was fairly like linear, but it was cool. There were bosses.
I,
mean,
I liked it. But I mostly play that game for the
yeah.
online aspect.
I did hear the Octo expansion had more of a story. That
I didn't play that.
play that either. But continue.
I just felt like was like Nintendo like has this really cool IP. They have this really cool like online like game that people really fucking like, and it's honestly probably in my opinion one of the better implemented online systems. Like Smash, people complained about. I really didn't buy Splatoon till like a couple, maybe 6 months after it came out. And I really never had a problem other than the occasional I can't find a game, and eventually it cleared
Yeah, I
up.
feel like you guys both played it a lot
Yeah.
on release. Was it one
Uh,
of the original release titles?
Came out pretty early.
Yeah, I think I got it shortly after. Like I want to say it was like 4 to 6 months after it came out.
Because I remember, I think you got it for me, and you watched me play for
Yeah.
a little while, and I don't know. I don't normally get into like online games, shooters much, like PvP type stuff. But I had a lot of fun. I never really got into the like ranked game modes because they do this weird bullshit because they're Nintendo where the like game mode for ranked alternates, so you can't just go in and play like the King of the Hill one. It depends on the fucking hour of day or whatever. But I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that I really liked about it is that it's not like who can get the most kills.
Yeah.
It's a different spin on that multiplayer shoot 'em up, or not shoot 'em up. I don't even know what you would call it. Battle arena almost.
I was gonna say, like, is it kind of like King of the Hill or?
So
there's a game mode like that, yeah. But the main one
is to paint the map, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what that reminds me of. Like, there's something in my head that I can't like. I'm reaching for like an old game where it was like, make sure all the colors are filled. I don't know.
I like Battlefront
Tetris.
had like the old Battlefront was all about
Tetrasphere.
claiming the different like bases or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And you had to get the most in order to win or whatever. But
yeah, I mean, you don't have to be good at shooting people in the face to play Splatoon and have fun. Like,
yeah, it definitely helps.
Yeah,
but-
because I mean, killing people obviously puts them back a little bit further. But if you're just like, honestly, you can run around and paint the map and never run into another person. I mean, that never happens.
Yeah,
but
you still
could
feel
do
like
that.
you're contributing,
Right.
Well, it's like, to me, it's the perfect Nintendo like multiplayer. Like, is it really a first-person shooter? No.
Well, it's
But
yeah.
like it's Nintendo's like PG. Like, okay, if you want to do multiplayer, this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should check out. There's like some info that's interesting about. I want to get into
the
it much
development
now.
of it.
Yeah, where they wanted a shooter that wasn't like shooting.
They were
people.
supposed to be bunnies at first, I think.
I thought the
was
first
rabbits.
concept was like robots and water guns, where the
Yeah.
water would mess you up. But yeah, and then they had, I don't know, all kinds of ideas. It's cool.
Yeah.
But
Highlights.
yeah, my highlight probably
Traveler.
Project Triangle Strategy. Swear to God they don't keep that name because they were like Project Octopath Traveler, working title. It's gonna change,
Yeah.
and then they're like, we're just gonna drop the project because. For that, I was like, okay, because the name got so well known. Project Triangle Strategy, bro.
Was it Dunkey who was like, he was like, I
Octopath,
swear to
yeah.
God, this is like fucking AI is generating these names.
I mean,
It is a ridiculous name.
people. I don't know. There's a lot of games that have like ridiculous names.
Yeah, I mean,
but
he ripped
like-
on Bravely
Bravely Default is stupid.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, could it be a poor like
Translation?
Japanese translation?
No.
No, I don't. I'm pretty sure like they have that in like that's the English. I don't know.
Okay,
They
well,
use
then, yeah,
English
that name
words
fucking
too.
Sucks, dude.
Well, regardless, I liked Octopath a bit, but the story was ass cheeks and the gameplay was fun. I was like really hyped for it. I like the art style a lot. That like
Yeah.
HD 2D thing they have is awesome.
Yeah, it looks awesome. I love.
Yeah.
It's like depth of field.
Yeah, and the
Looks
lighting
really
and
cool.
stuff. It's like sprites, but
Yeah.
it looks awesome.
Yeah.
I did want to play Octopath, and
It's
just-
okay.
I
Did
mean,
you play it?
Yeah, I have it. It's just this. It's 8 characters, and you can pick which one you start as, and you go around recruiting them all, and they each have their own story that you go through.
Yeah.
But it's like none of the stories are connected. So whenever you get into a cutscene or whatever, it pretty much treats it like no matter what you're doing, none of the other characters are there.
That's
Or if they do, it's like they're just not even like they're not relevant. So it's super awkward because it just feels like you're going through 8 small story arcs instead of.
Did you? I feel like I remember in one of the original like 47 episodes of Debuff. Did you talk about it at some point?
Maybe if I don't know if I mentioned
I
it.
can't believe you did 47, dude.
Yeah.
It still blows my mind.
But yeah, so I don't know. The game looks cool. It looks like Final Fantasy Tactics, which we've talked about. We like, and I played the demo. I only played the first like 2 missions. I don't know how many are. I don't know. I need to play it some more, but it's cool. I mean, it's a good game. I like those style of games. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I had. Do you guys have anything? Because I have a really weird.
well, I mean, go ahead with the throwback. There is something I do want to talk about. That
Yeah.
I don't think either of
Okay.
you have heard of.
Yeah, this should not be nearly as long as what that's going to be, and I need you to explain that to me. So, my niece and nephew, my sister dropped off something to my house yesterday, and she had her kids in the car, and I went out and said hi to them, and my 7-year-old, 8-year-old nephew was playing with Beyblades.
Oh
Fuck
yeah, dude. I know Beyblade.
And
Hell yeah.
I was like, whoa. I was like, I haven't thought about Beyblade since I was like your age.
You haven't seen like Beyblade memes and shit?
Dude,
Like
I
there's
mean,
like
it's definitely back.
I mean, yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen
it's-
them.
there's a
And I've seen like,
renaissance.
you know, like
I swear to
Rip
God,
it.
I almost bought some at the
Dude.
yeah,
fucking-
when we were
at
at Target, I wanted to buy the like the $80 fucking.
so I was like, dude, do you have the battle arena? Because I used to have it too, like the orange, like plastic
Yep.
dome. And man, I wish I still had.
Dude,
I used to have a
had
couple
this-
like pretty fire.
I had this
ones.
orange one that would like was like on a pogo stick. If you hit it right, it would like bounce up
Yeah.
and stand up taller than the other ones. But it was I fucking
It's some
love
weird
Beyblade,
shit.
dude.
Here's what I will say. When I was looking at the ones that he had, they have definitely
They're upgraded.
no. Hold on. They are, I think, cheaper. They're cheaply
Really?
made because like when I was looking at it, I mean, obviously I was a kid when I looked at them, but I felt like they were a lot sharper and like it felt like obviously when I was a kid. The metal ring
Yeah,
that
dude.
comes in it,
The weight.
it felt heavy. And like in these ones, like
Well, there were
I
different
think
models.
it's-
for
yeah,
that,
there's
though.
different
I mean,
classes
there were,
and stuff.
There
of,
were ones that we had. Because me and Steve had quite a few of them. I remember.
Yeah.
I would love to see a list of names.
There were these heavier discs versus the lighter ones, which you could get faster or whatever
Yeah.
spin on it. But I don't know. That is definitely a throwback, and I do miss that type of.
When's the last time you thought about Beyblade?
I mean,
when we were at Target.
Yeah, when I see him at
Oh,
Target,
okay.
yeah, and
Well,
I see memes all the time.
when we go to Target, like
Let's get some
inevitably,
fucking get some
I
Beyblades.
might buy some fucking Beyblades.
I'm down.
because when he showed me that, I was like, dude, I want Beyblades now. Like I had the golden like double ripper. Do you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you didn't have to have friends.
Yeah.
Like you could just
Rip two of them at once.
rip two at once.
Go! I hope I win.
You know what I mean? Like, oh man,
I-
that really threw me back, and I just
Yeah,
I
that's
want you to
awesome.
know that I'm probably going to be buying Beyblades.
Hell yeah! I do want to throw in one piece of info about it. You know, in the Beyblade lore, that Moses used a Beyblade to part the Red Sea.
Is that real?
Yeah, it's like in the anime.
Holy shit!
Yeah, dude, check it out. If you search like, I think if you just look up like Beyblade Moses or something,
You jokester? Not bad.
Oh yeah, dude! Wow.
yeah, isn't that funny?
Oh my gosh, dude! Moses yeeted the Red Seas.
Yeah. Anyways, that's all I had on that. I just think that's so funny every time.
and God
someone
was
brings it
like,
up. And God said,
and the
"Bruh."
water was like. Yeah, there we go.
Anyways, Sean, you got you
Yeah,
want
you're gonna have to
Yeah, dude,
explain
I'm-
this to me
I'm-
because you sent us a TikTok and I was like, dude, what the fuck
Dude.
is this about?
So NVIDIA. Yeah, I'm. Like,
We're
I don't
gonna
know.
clip this.
I don't know how to fucking feel about this, and it is a little. I mean, I'm a little bit frustrated. They recently announced, and they've done this before, specifically around mining cryptocurrency, where they announced a card through a third party that was specifically for mining cryptocurrency. No display outputs. All you do is put it in there, mine coin on it, and
Yeah.
go. That just like fizzled out. But now that cryptocurrency is kind of like back again,
Yep.
NVIDIA has said that they're going to cut in half the hashing rate on any 3060, 3070, 3080. There's not a 3060, is there? No, 3070, 80, 90 cards. So that's going to be cut in half. So you would only be able to mine 50% of the coin that you would be able to on one of their graphics cards that are made for gaming via software. So a driver lock to stop you if it detects that you're mining coin on their graphics cards.
Why would they do that?
Because they're announcing their NVIDIA CMP HX, which allows for you to mine at full capacity on these cards that are designed for mining.
So they're trying to get you to fucking shell out for the good chip.
The thing that sucks about this is that these are the same exact fucking GPUs that are going to go into these cards that are not going to be going into cards that people can purchase for gaming. So there's a limited amount of
Yeah.
silicone in the fucking world, right? There's a limited amount of resources to make these cards. And they're saying, okay, well, fuck that. We're just going to cut this in half to stop people from buying the cards you want to buy so you can play games. But we're also going to use those same chips inside of our mining cards.
They think that the I guess availability is going to be better is maybe what they might think if we look at it.
That's
in a
what
good
I was
light.
gonna say. I'm trying to think of their
because the cards are selling out, like it's hard to fucking get one, right?
Well,
so
yeah, the
they think that it
3090
might help, but also it sounds like it's probably just about money.
No, it is absolutely about money. And the thing that also sucks about this is now these cards are not going to have any resale value. I mean, people are already skeptical of buying cards used now because of mining, and there's a little bit of yes, it could be fried, but most people who do Bitcoin mining undervolt the card, so it's using less power, right? But still able to mine a good amount of coin. So in most cases, if you're buying a used GPU, if the miner knows what he was doing, he would have undervolted it and not damaged the card or fried it or whatever. But now they're going to make these additional cards which could potentially have no display output. So you wouldn't be able to buy it and use it for gaming later on. Like, at least that's something right now that if they were not to have done this and just allowed people to mine at full capacity on the existing cards, the resale, you might get a good deal a couple years from now on a 3070 and, get a couple $100 off the card on a used market because the miners are done with it, right? To me, it's just kind of a fucking money grab, and it sucks that those chips are the exact same ones that would be going into consumer products for gaming, and they're kind of taking.
It just seems silly that.
Oh, I don't know. Is that some kind of jibber jabber or something?
Here's the thing. From the outside, it feels like it makes sense because I think the problem with getting out the 3090s, I think was the most recent, was that scalpers are botting the fucking sites and no one can buy them. And I would assume that those scalpers, or not scalpers, but the people botting them are those mining farms.
I feel like it can't be all that though. Like, it seems like one of those things where it would make sense, but I don't imagine that they're going to have a card that's specifically for mining and all of a sudden you're going to be able to get 3090s. And like Sean's saying, the biggest issue is even if they do that, they're basically splitting their potential production in half. So they're just going to have people botting to get those, and they're only going to produce half as many cards. I mean, maybe they're not actually going to cut the production in half, but I can't imagine that they're just increasing production capacity.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like, no one has been able to get a 30 series card that I know, like, at all. Like, and the 3090 is not the one that most people are going after. That's $1,500, right? Like, that's the most expensive card that NVIDIA released. So, yeah, I mean, yes, you can't fucking buy one, but if I'm in the market, I'm looking at the 3070, right? Like 3080 tops.
Yeah.
But the 3090 is so out. I mean, that costs more than my fucking computer combined.
Yeah.
Like almost all of the parts of my computer. That's more
For a
money.
graphics card.
Yeah, for one part of my computer. So to me, it just kind of fucking sucks that they made this move because they can make money off of it. People are saying that you would still be able to make $7 off of a single card with the lock that NVIDIA's put into place, which is not a lot, but
yeah.
I mean, in terms of cryptocurrency, that fluctuates a lot. So if you're making $7 worth of Bitcoin today, or Ethereum or whatever, it could be, thousands down the road.
Well, do you know if people are like raging about it?
There are some people who are unhappy with this
because
choice.
I mean, maybe they will see the backlash and fucking change it. I mean, the fact that you're making a stink about it might, like, these things snowball.
The thing is that NVIDIA NVIDIA has done this before, and it was just a little bit more under the table. Whereas now,
did they go back on their poor decision?
They just stopped doing it. They just fizzled out. And it was with the 1060, I think, was the card that they were doing it with prior. And they made these cards through third parties like MSI that had no display output. So basically, it's just trash after the miners are done with it. No one is going to buy that card after the fact. At all.
It's spent.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically trash, and
Yeah.
that, I mean, that's kind of fucked up. Is it's like it's not even going to go to a secondhand use case in this scenario. If they were mining on a 3060, or sorry, 3070, and they're like, okay, well, I'm going to upgrade. I've made enough money. Let me get the 3090s now, and sell the 3060s or 70s. I keep saying that there's not a 3060. I hate that they changed the
Buddy, you're not making a lick of sense up there.
That's the button I was looking for earlier. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I mean, so it's basically just like trash now. Like, and it is contributing to the problem of e-waste,
Yep.
which also is frustrating to me. Like, that's just another part of this whole thing. Is like, there's no one else able to use that card after the fact. The market's going to be very small, and now we're just producing more fucking e-waste, which.
Maybe they'll get shit on for it.
Yeah, I mean, that sucks. I don't know, dude. I don't know a whole lot about it, but it seems silly that, I mean, to me, it's in a simpler context. It's the same idea, but if you could use like a fucking PlayStation 5 to mine cryptocurrency, right now they're so hard to get and people are botting and grabbing them. And then they're like, oh, but let's make this other model that's specifically for that or some shit.
And
like
cut it in half.
Because
like,
that's what I'm saying is the production. There's no way, like we said, that they're going to just double production by building a new facility to make the same card, essentially, just not for gaming.
Right, but also cut in the amount that you can make on an existing 30 series card.
Yeah, I mean, that I don't get either, but
it's
but
to deter them from buying them, right?
Like, so that if you want to mine cryptocurrency, you go for this other card. But
yeah,
it just seems weird where they should be focusing on like getting cards to people that want to play games instead of finding. It seems like a weird way to go ahead and try to fix what they see as a problem instead of just increasing capacity or whatever they can do.
Well, I mean, like I said, if you were to mine on an unlocked card, right? And these are basically now locked cards for mining. Mine on an unlocked card, undervolt it, you're not damaging that hardware, and it can be reused by someone who wants to play a video game on it. Whereas, like, there's no use to that card with no display output ever, other than the ability to mine coin, which at that point, you know, they're probably upgrading because there's a now 4000 series card.
Yeah.
So,
hey, man. You know, I respect the enthusiasm.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel like I got a little heated here. I'm sorry about that, but it is just frustrating to me that they're even playing into that market and stripping people who want to buy NVIDIA cards for gaming of potential hardware.
I will also say, though, that while like hardcore PC gamers are probably trying to get those, I don't really know anyone that's actively trying to upgrade to 30 series.
I know two people.
I know one person other than Sean.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm gonna wait till they come out with a super if they do.
Yeah, I just feel like I don't know. I mean, we have 2070 supers and they run any game I've put at. I mean, I haven't been running anything at 4K, you know, but I'm just saying, like, I haven't really had any issues with games I'm trying to play. So I like games, but I don't care about running the best graphics.
I just would really like to be able to play games with ray tracing enabled at a higher frame rate. Like Control ran okay, right?
Well, I got like 45.
Yeah, but I'd like to do 60. You know what I mean? Like at least 60. And some people are saying that you can't even get that out of the 30 series with Control. But
yeah, I mean, I was at 1080p also, so
I digress.
We've never gotten to use this button, and if it's too loud, I'm sorry.
Is that the
that's the end of that?
Yeah, change topic tune.
Okay.
Mason's like, all right, we're done here.
All right, I can't add anything else. No, I wanted to talk about this thing that I found. All right, wait, are you done? I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude, no, I'm just bitching.
Okay.
Go for it. Go.
So yesterday or the day before, I was looking at my YouTube recommended. I explained this to you outside. I got this recommended video of a cable access TV show from June 26th, 1999, Austin, Texas, called Raw Time. And it seems to be like this goth chick who takes phone calls and maybe they like play music videos and stuff, or played music videos. And I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'm going to play the first minute or so. And the callers are so mean and so funny and pretty vulgar. And I might not use this whole clip. I might like cut some of it out, but it is really funny. It is just really funny. I was giggling a lot. So I just wanted to show you guys this.
All right, hit the play button.
So I'll move it back a little bit so you can see it.
Hey, this is Tiffy. You're watching Raw Time every Saturday night, 1:30 to 3. First, we saw the Cardigans with a Race Rewind. After that was Julia Reeves with Trouble is a Woman. And then Underground, or UGK, Take It Off. Guess we'll go
Audio's
to the
fucking me
callers.
up, dude.
It's pretty
Raw
wild.
Time. Okay.
Somebody's just literally playing like their music into the phone.
Raw
Okay.
Time.
Hey, do you have any Kid Rock, Limp Bizkit, or Tool or Screw videos?
We do, but I don't think we're gonna play them ever. Raw Time. Okay. Raw
Okay.
Time.
Yeah, where's Stefani?
I don't know. I think she's out on a little vacation.
Vacation?
Yes.
Weren't you supposed to have a co-host today? Christine, I think it was.
That's me. I was the co-host last week.
Yeah, I know, but, well, forget it. You're a bitch anyway, so, doesn't matter either way.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah, okay.
Like this nice guy's like, what up with the other host? It's just me. Oh, okay, well, you're a
Yeah,
bitch.
I like
anyways.
her face. She's just like, yeah, okay, bye.
Dude,
She's
holy
so-
fucking shit. How
she's-
long is this video?
The only good stuff is the first couple minutes, but there's a couple bangers in here.
Raw Time.
You're an ugly ass stupid bitch. You sound stupid, hoe.
Ho. Stupid. Sorry. Raw Time.
Oh yeah, can y'all play some more rap?
More rap?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll ask Dave about that.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, some of it's
Raw
vulgar.
Time.
You got any old, Joy Division?
I think we mostly play newer stuff,
Ah.
but I'm sure we have some, and maybe we'll be able to play some next time.
All right, sweetie, cool.
Raw Time.
Hey, do you have any Sparkle Horse?
This sounded like
what?
LPC.
Dude, that-
Horse?
Does that not sound
Yeah.
like him?
I don't know about that. Raw Time.
You trashy bitch.
That's me. Raw Time.
Hello?
Hi.
What are you doing there?
I'm sitting pushing buttons pretty much. What are you doing?
Watching this dumbass show?
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people are doing that right now.
Are you about to hang up on me?
Raw Time. Raw Time.
Hello.
Hi.
Play some Screw.
Play some Screw.
Do what?
Play some Screw.
DJ Screw.
I can't right now.
DJ Screw is like a Houston fucking legend. DJ Screw like chopped and screwed
Yeah.
music. So it's
Holy
all these people
fucking
like.
shit, dude. What the fuck is this?
Isn't it so wild?
This is fucking hilarious, dude.
I know, dude. I feel like there's better stuff like deeper in. But I don't want to like hold you guys watching that. Like I'm gonna cut out, I'm gonna cut in the good parts and shit. But
Dude, what the fuck?
isn't that wild?
That's weird. I feel like, again, you said it.
But it's cable
earlier,
access
but
TV.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what
I just feel like it's some surprise that there's that many people calling in. I
Can
feel
you
like
play
it's a
a
lot of the
Sparkle Horse?
same people all the time.
Can we play a what are some of the things that he some of the band names that LPC
Dude, fucking, Wallet Size Wildfire.
Wallet Size Wildfire. Hey man, you've been calling in here and like you're calling on different numbers.
I've never called her.
I've never called you. Big LPC fans, if you don't know who we're talking about, Longmont Potion Castle, prank caller, best in the biz. What else we got? Sorry, I that was a huge sidetrack.
No, it's good,
No.
man. That's funny.
I just wanted you guys to see
absolutely gonna fucking watch that whole thing.
that. It's pretty wild.
48
Linked in the show
minutes.
notes. Quite a weird video to get recommended.
Yeah, that's wild that came up, but I feel like it is similar. You guys watch a lot of the Longmont Potion Castle shit.
Well, yeah, I don't.
Prank calling, essentially. I mean,
Sometimes YouTube's algorithm gives you
it hits
some
different.
wild shit.
Yeah.
Like videos from like 12 years ago that like I have no reason watching. Like I recommended a video yesterday by an account called Post Space 10. So Post 10. And it's this like eccentric dude who like loves clearing drains. Like when like a road is flooded, he's like, "Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna fucking clear this drain so good." And he like rakes the drain and he like takes videos of the whirlpools. Like this is the shit that I get recommended. It is so bizarre.
Yeah, I don't understand that, but there are a lot of weird shit. Like, I don't know, YouTube channels and stuff that I don't know. There's something for everything, I feel like. Fucking
Yeah.
cleaning drains does not come up on my feed, but
Yeah. We need to we need like a segment of like
I did get
the weird fucking recommended shit that we get.
I did get recommended fucking like a guy who clears out like bee hives from like or like wasps' nests.
Dude, that's
Those
so
are
dope.
they're very interesting videos. Like
Crazy hornets nests.
yeah, dude. And
shit.
he's like, "Oh yeah, this is the biggest one I've ever seen."
Like
and
the
it's
size of like a
fucking
shed.
huge. Yeah, dude. They're
Oh, dude, I love. I'm
terrifying.
gonna finish this tangent so you can
Oh,
actually
you're
talk
good, man.
about the stuff that you want to talk about. I get recommended videos as of late that are like, check out this crazy abandoned house that we cut the lawn. Like it's like lawn maintenance
dude.
guys.
This blows my mind
like
that you even
HGTV.
fucking have these come up on your fucking
Dude, it's like
Yeah.
lawn maintenance. But dude,
What
these
the fuck are you
videos,
watching?
They get like 3 or 4 or 5 million views, and it's like a guy like on his like really nice riding mower, and he's like, "Look at this crazy house. It's the fucking lawn is 10 feet tall. I'm gonna cut it." And like the weird thing is like the guys who do it, I don't think they understand that like people want to see it for the satisfaction of seeing a really tall grass being cut to nothing and like looking good, and like the landscape, like the oddly satisfying,
Yeah.
like power washing porn, type
Yeah.
stuff. But they all like talk to you like they're trying to teach you how to run your landscaping business. And it's like, "Hey man, you just got to like, you got to make sure you charge for these items." And it's like, dude, I'm not watching. You're not getting 6 million views because I want you to tell me how to like start a landscaping business. Like, and the same thing goes with the detailing guys. Do you get detailing videos where it's like guys they're like the dirtiest car I've ever cleaned, and
No.
it's like
No.
the
Don't get
fucking
that.
minivan that's like full of French fries and fucking cigarette butts and like.
My YouTube algorithm is so much different than yours.
Dude,
It's not even close.
I'm telling
to,
you, they're great fucking.
I'm
videos.
sure, but
But it's
never
the same
comes across.
thing where it's like got like 15 million views of like the dirtiest car I've ever cleaned, and the guy's like, "Hey man, when you're starting your detail business, you got to use this stuff." And it's like, dude, detailing guys are not watching this video. Like people who, want to watch like shit get cleaned up are watching this video. Like I'm not going to start a detailing business. Like I just love that they're like, this is why people are watching. Like I gotta keep pushing the fucking detail business. Like, dude, just keep cleaning cars. Stop fucking talking about your fucking business. Like we just want to see a clean minivan.
I imagine it's like how they started, right? And they and you're right that maybe they just don't recognize that it's not 3 million, 15 million people trying to detail cars, but
Well,
that's
it's-
what they started as, so they continue talking about it like that.
The beauty of it is like it'll be like the dirtiest truck I've ever cleaned, and then it'll be like detailing business Q&A, and it'll be like 300,000 views, and then the next video will have 30 million. It's like, dude, you gotta realize your audience. Like, stop making these fucking stupid videos. Like, keep making the detail shit.
Like 1% of your viewers are trying to detail cars, but
yeah, it's so funny. It's I don't know. I love those videos. You guys should definitely watch them.
I don't think I will.
Watching somebody like edge like a grass line on a sidewalk, it's pretty satisfying.
I mean, that's
it's
cool.
some
I watch a
ASMR
GIF.
shit.
I watch a GIF of it, man. I got other shit I need to watch.
I
A lot
got
of
a
anime
lot
in
of
the
time,
backlog.
okay?
So
these videos, and they're always like 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Like they're never gonna be like print proper 10 minutes. They're like a half hour, 45 minutes. It's like, you guys are gaming the system. Good for you.
you watch the whole thing, don't you?
I watch, like, if it's the first one I'm seeing, I'll watch the whole thing. And like sometimes I fall asleep during it because like I'm like,
Yeah.
this is pretty boring. But then like I'll click their like next best video and I'll watch like 5 minutes and then I'll skip to the end just so I can see the clean car or the clean like landscaping job. I'm telling some of these guys are characters too. This is a great lane. This is a great lane of YouTube. There's a lot of them, and this is one of the good ones.
Yeah, I also don't watch as much YouTube as
I
you
watch
guys
a
do.
ass ton of YouTube. So that's my main like driver for content.
Yeah.
Like
I hear
sometimes HBO, sometimes Disney Plus, but mostly YouTube. And I don't have YouTube Premium yet, so
I don't know
monster,
why.
dude.
I'm an idiot. That's why.
Whatever.
All right, I'm done talking about my shit.
All right. Just for a little bit, since you guys haven't
I'm salivating.
messed with it at all, I do want to talk about Valheim a bit because
Oh yeah.
it's a new game, came out, I don't know, like earlier this month, maybe like, was it the 2nd or something? I don't know. But I saw it on like Steam's top listing, top selling games. Okay, I don't know. And then one of my friends, Matt, was like, have you heard of it? And I checked it out, and then we got it. We've been playing. This game is, at first glance, seems like all these other survival type games that have been popping up, like Rust and Ark and all these that people like, or even Minecraft as, probably the most popular. But
explain it to me like layman's
know.
terms, because
so
I've only seen one Twitter video and it was like a guy who thought he saw Thor.
Yeah, so I mean, basically, it's like every other survival game. You start with nothing. You're naked. In this game, you start in this like little, I don't know, stone circle, and there's these stone pillars around. Pillars, I say, they're little monuments of these, like, I don't know, elders, gods, like some kind of creatures, and you're basically told to go kill like the first one. And there's 5 of them or something. And you can see them sketched in on it. So there's like things coming later. I see one that's basically, this is clearly a dragon. There's one that's like, looks like a Lich King or some shit. So there's stuff coming later. But you start with nothing, you go around, you start picking up wood, branches, and rocks, and then you can make like a club, a stone axe. You start chopping down trees, you start building stuff, you get a fort, you find new materials, and you can start building like, pickaxes, and you go mine for copper and tin, and then you can make bronze. So its progression is in you find new stuff, you can build better stuff, you get better, you have new weapons, armor, materials.
What you're describing kind of reminds me of Rust.
Yeah, that's what I said. Rust is one of them. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, but
sorry.
Like it's like that, where it's like a survival game where you just go and you get resources, you build. But
it's all Vikings, right?
Yeah, it's a Norse mythology theme.
How much is it though?
$20 early access, and it feels like pretty good, like complete game. There's different biomes, like in Minecraft and stuff, right? Where you start in what I guess the meadows is like the base place, right? And as you go to other ones, there's new monsters. Like I went into the Black Forest as the second area, and then all of a sudden I see this fucking huge troll that's carrying a tree branch and hits me for like half my health. And I'm like, oh shit, and I run away.
Is it technically open world or is it linear?
It's open world, and when you look at the map, it's like I zoomed out, and I can't even describe to you how fucking humongous it is.
Oh, really?
But it's like procedurally generated.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so our friend like set up a server, so we're playing on there. It's perpetual. We can all go in whenever we want. But it's fucking massive, and we're not very far at all. But it's really cool.
The specs for it are fucking surprisingly low.
Yeah, except for I will say I fucking brought my Surface Book over to Dylan's to just like try to run it and see. It's like a gigabyte file size too.
Yeah.
It's not big.
Oh yeah, it's small.
And I was getting 15 frames per second on the lowest settings. Surface Book's not like made for that, but
yeah, I mean, so
the graphics are not very good, but there is cool stuff like the lighting and shit. Looks nice.
i5, 8 gigs of RAM, GTX 970, DirectX 11, and then 1 gig of storage space.
Yeah.
So how does it run on Mac OS?
I don't know.
It actually only looks like Windows and Steam.
Yeah. What's the Windows emulator on Mac? You can probably run it through that.
What is that called? Like something like
Sidecar? No.
No, well,
just kidding.
there was
it was called Boot Camp.
Boot Camp.
Yeah.
There it is.
But what I really want to talk about is it's a cool game and I'm having fun with it. But there's 2 main things I want to say. Is one, it's nuts. They sold 3 million copies in
3 weeks.
Yeah, like a little 16 days. Yeah.
Is that some
So-
sort of record?
Yeah, it's something. It's I don't know. I have to see. They're setting all kinds of records though. Like when you look at the like Steam database info for all time peak of concurrent players, they're currently number 5 under PUBG, Counter-Strike, Dota 2, Cyberpunk, then Valheim. And this game came out a couple weeks ago. 24-hour peak right now, they're number 4. Currently, they're number 2. It's just crazy because they've had like 500,000, 500,000 people playing at the same time for a game that came out a couple weeks ago, made by 5 people.
Yeah.
It's like a 5-person team, they said.
I was gonna say, is it like an indie game?
Yeah.
Dev.
Yeah.
Brand.
I don't know the I don't know if this is their first game, Iron Gate Studios, and they're published by
Coffee Stain.
Coffee Stain, yeah, which they've had a couple like good indie games, but like I think they published Goat Simulator or something was like their first
Oh.
one,
Yeah.
and then
They made Goat Simulator.
Yeah,
no,
not
not the-
they're also Satisfactory is another one they
yeah,
did.
the publisher, not the
Oh, what did I
developer,
say?
right?
It's like Goat Simulator was like seemingly huge,
yeah.
Yeah, but
you know,
Yeah.
as a meme, but like they sold enough copies to like really like port it like crazy.
yeah, it's wild, man. Like I was watching this kind of blow up, and then like I said, I got in on it. And I don't normally play these kind of games, but with friends, it's been cool. Even when we're not like actively doing things together, I'll hop on and we'll talk about what we just did or what we're doing. And then yesterday, like me and two of the guys on the server, Matt and Will, really the 3 of us have been playing mostly, but we all been playing a bit at different times or whatever. But we wanted to try to progress, and we're like, oh well, Will could get on for a little bit. Let's go try to kill the next boss, and we just got together and rowed out on a boat to the next place and went and killed them. And it's cool. It's a good time. But like I said, I don't really play these kind of games, and I was trying to figure out why I like it. I think the combat's more fun than like Minecraft. Like combat is not really.
Yeah.
I mean, like you just smack them, right? But that's not. That game's more about the building. This isn't like totally combat heavy, but you can get like a bow, and the actual bow combat's like pretty sweet. You get weapons. You have sword and shield. You can get like maces or whatever you want. You can roll. You can block, parry, all the good stuff. Anyways, this guy, I was reading some articles earlier, and someone commented on this article on The Verge. The user is help I'm choking. I don't know, but I just thought that was funny. But he made a good point. What he likes about it is the streamlined take on survival games make it for him. It's the streamlined take for him. No using resources to craft items. They're only used to craft other items. I don't know. I don't play a lot of these games, but yeah, I mean, there's like wood and stone and all this, and you make what you want to make. There's no like, I need to turn this into better wood.
Yeah.
Like a stick.
Yeah.
Because he said in Minecraft, he's like, looking at you, Minecraft mods, with your 6 layers of crafting in order to build something.
I mean that can be a real pain in the ass because I love Minecraft, but like even in vanilla Minecraft, there's times where you're like, okay, well I need to craft this to be able to craft this.
Yeah.
To be able to craft this.
So
yeah, but see, I think that's
Well,
what's fun about it.
there's
Well,
there's some stuff like that, but it doesn't make sense where I have all this wood and I have to turn it into
Like a stick.
nicer wood. Yeah. Instead, I just have wood, and I can either make walls, or I can make stairs, or I can make poles, or whatever, just of the same item.
Yeah, I always felt this was how I explained it to people that were like, "Why would you play Minecraft? Isn't that for like fucking babies?"
Well,
Like, do you remember that time when
Yeah.
it was like, it's like, hold on, Minecraft is still a good game. Like, fuck you. Like, I remember the way I explained it was, if you want to enchant your weapons, you need bookcases, and to get bookcases, you need books and you need wood, and if to get books, you need leather. So you need to like cultivate
And paper.
a farm with cows that drop leather, and in order to get cows, you have to find wheat, and it's like it's this progression that I think is well built. Tangent over.
Well,
Keep going.
No, I mean, I think it's got similar stuff like that, where in order to you have to get tin and copper to make bronze. We have to build what do you call it?
Boats.
I don't know, smelter or whatever, so you can
Oh,
turn it in.
Yeah.
Well, you have to basically
Ingots.
refine.
A
Yeah, you have to
furnace.
refine them into ingots, and then you have to have a forge where you can then take those and make the bronze. So it does have some of that, but that makes sense because in real life, It's made out of copper and tin, so they have that. And there's things like there was bronze nails listed, and I could make them, but I didn't have any use for them really. So I'm like, I'm not going to make those. But if you make them, well, then you get the recipe to make a boat, because it's like, well, you need the nails to make an actual boat, and it does say that in the description that they're useful for that. But anyways, there's some streamlined stuff like anything you build, if you take it down, you immediately get all the materials used to make it back. So there's no like waste if you fuck up and place it somewhere wrong, or if you don't need this wall anymore. If you're rebuilding, you don't feel like you wasted your time. There's things like a lot of these games have hunger mechanics. In this game, instead of becoming hungry, you eat food and it gives you like more maximum health. So if you forget to eat and you go out and you have no food, you'll probably die in like a couple hits. But if you find and cook meat, it gives you a big boost, and you can stack up to 3 food items at a time. And
instead of just topping out.
Yeah, and over time it'll say like, okay, this one's going away. It starts blinking, so your maximum health decreases, and you can eat it. And if you forget to eat stuff, it'll say like, oh, you could use another bite.
Yeah.
So that's cool, where it's like more of like a benefit, and not like I have to constantly worry about it. It's I can fuck around without eating anything if I want to for an hour just to chop trees down. But as soon as I go and I'm going to go try to fight some trolls, I'm like, let me find my good food, stack up, and go out. And it's Norse themed, so there's cool stuff like the mead seems to be potions. So I had to build what do you call it? I'm blanking here.
Like an alchemy table?
Well, no. So there's a
still?
Yeah, like I can't remember, like a pot. What the fuck, man? A cauldron. I make a cauldron so I could make mead base. And then you have to have a fucking fermenter, so you can put the mead base in the fermenter, and then you get a bunch of meat out of it.
Yeah, you're starting to really sound like Minecraft here, but
no, I mean it is. It's a lot of that, but like I'm saying, there's some really cool parts to it that I think is simplified. Like that's why I brought up this comment, because he's saying that they make you feel like instead of having punishment or having like all these steps, they've made it pretty simple to grasp. And games, I'm not really good at building in any games. That's why I never really got into Minecraft, because I don't really get super creative with it. I feel like after time maybe I would, but in this game I've been pretty basic. Some of my friends have like way better houses right now, and I'm starting to try to get some ideas. But at first I like couldn't fucking figure out how to make the roofing work well, and finally I get it. Now I'm like, oh shit, I can build real houses, 'cause my roofs be looking nice. But it was nice because if I fucked up, like I said, I can just break it all down and try again, and I didn't lose anything other than time. So I don't want to spend like forever, since you guys haven't played it. But again, it's crazy that this game has been blown up so much, and I feel like if it has staying power, we're going to see this become like one of the next big games, because I honestly have no idea why it's taken off so hard, because again, it's a lot of word of mouth, but I don't know that was originally any like just huge streamer that picked it up and got it going. Like Among Us kind of blew up because of that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like it is cool that that's like good game good game developers are like, even if they're small, they're getting their day in the sun. Like even if it's a small, I mean, it looks ambitious, but like, it's a $20 game. Like it could have very easily slipped right under the radar.
And it's early access, so they're adding stuff. They've got a roadmap. It's getting wild.
The last thing I wanted to say that I completely forgot about. Really excited that Fall Guys is coming to Switch. Very excited about that. I know I'm late,
so
and I thought about it because we were
indie
talking about
games
like
and
these indie games that blow up. But let's get out of here.
All right, I'll walk us out.
Walk us out.
Hey guys, thanks for listening again. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Follow us on Instagram, Debuff Pod. Check out Rixie's YouTube channel. Again, if you're still audio only listening to us,
come
check
watch
out these
the videos.
vids. Mason's starting to put up some clips, some highlights, so it's gonna be pretty sick.
Promotion.
Follow Rixie. Anything you guys want to plug?
The YouTube channel.
Check out my SoundCloud.
Check out his SoundCloud.
Yeah,
Don't
check
check
out
out my
Sean's SoundCloud.
Cool. Thanks for
Yeah.
listening, guys. See
Later.
you next week.
Debuff is hosted by me, Steve Skeels, edited and mixed by Mason Carlton. Follow us on Instagram at DebuffPod. That's Debuff, P-O-D. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one.